Do you ever feel as though you're falling behind compared to people the same age as you? You open up social media and see people living lives which might seem out of your reach. You may even worry that you're running out of time to make something of yourself, and that you're destined to stay at the same level forever. You almost feel like you've missed your opportunity in life. In this video, I'm going to cover why you're likely doing better than you think you are financially. Welcome back to Nomad Money. If you enjoy this content, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Let's start off with the first problem when it comes to comparing your success to that of others. I know how hard it can be when you constantly hear about people who appear to be doing better than you. You see people online discussing their net worth, and it's way beyond what you're capable of accumulating at the moment. You hear about young people with bigger investment portfolios than most people's retirement funds. You start doubting yourself and your path in life. There is a major problem with this though. These people you see online are very comfortable discussing their wealth and their income, and there's a reason for that. They make up the top 1% of people and are some of the highest earners on the planet outside of billionaires in royalty. The majority of people, who are not making this kind of money, don't want to share their net worth to strangers on the internet. This is because they're in the same position as you. They think they're doing badly because the content they view sets unrealistic standards. Setting ambitious goals is a good thing, but constantly making yourself feel inferior can be destructive when it comes to achieving those goals. The second big problem with comparing yourself to others is that you're measuring yourself against the wrong criteria for success. Think about the people you see on social media, driving new cars, wearing expensive watches, dining at fancy restaurants, and buying their own homes. It's easy to look at this and think you haven't achieved the same success in your own life. But these people have different goals, and the playing field isn't always even. Lots of people stretch their budget to its limit, paying for new cars on finance deals and buying luxury items such as watches and designer clothes. This leaves little room for saving and investing after the essentials are paid for. Many people are focused more on material possessions than they are on wealth building, investing, and financial freedom. Likewise, even people earning good money are prone to lifestyle creep, spending more and more as their earnings increase and never prioritizing investing and building real wealth. Many homeowners don't even save the down payment or the deposit by themselves. A recent survey found that 49% of first-time buyers in the UK had financial help from family members. This doesn't even include the people who lived with their parents to save money on rent while saving up for a house. Not everybody is this fortunate, and you shouldn't compare yourself to someone whose finances you aren't familiar with, and certainly not with somebody who doesn't have the same background, privileges, and limitations as you do. If you're saving money towards a home each month, or investing money into the stock market on a regular basis, you're already showing you're committed to your goals and are ahead of many people just by taking this simple step. Now I'm going to run through some statistics so you can see how you stack up financially against the average person. Stick around until the end of the video though, as I'll be talking you through the things you should be focusing on when it comes to building wealth, rather than the things you see on social media. The median annual salary in the US is around $31,000. If you're bringing in more than this, then you're doing better than average. If you can find extra sources of income outside of your job to supplement this, then you can build on this over time and be on track to find yourself in the top 10% of earners. The median net worth in the US is around $14,000 for people under the age of 35. But if you're in your early 20s and don't have a negative net worth due to student loans, you can already consider yourself lucky compared to many other people. In the UK, student loans tend to be on fairly favourable repayment terms, so paying off this debt slowly isn't as much of an issue and it shouldn't leave you disheartened. Many sources online suggest aiming to have 1 times your annual salary saved up in total by the age of 30. It's important to remember that retirement savings count towards your net worth. If you have a pension plan through your employer, also called a retirement plan or a 401k, you may already have a significant amount of money saved for your future without even realizing. The average savings rate in America from 2010 to 2022 was only 8.5%. This is after the impact which the pandemic had on savings rates, where shops and businesses were closed and people were working from home, unable to go out and spend a lot of their income, so savings rates spiked massively. Without this, it would be closer to 7% per year. Many personal finance experts suggest that a good savings rate is in the region of 20 to 30% of your gross income. But even if you can manage to cut your monthly expenses and save 10% of your gross income, you're doing significantly better than many other people. If you start doing this at a young age, you're even further ahead when it comes to saving. Remember that this is a slow path to wealth, and there's no such thing as a get-rich-quick scheme. If you can make good habits and changes to your life and your spending habits at a young age, these will stick with you for life, and you'll be putting yourself on the right track from a much younger age than most people. Many people don't start looking at their personal finances until well into their 30s or 40s. If you can do this in your 20s, you're giving yourself a huge head start. Here are the things you should be focusing on if you want to build wealth and financial success. Number 1. Increasing your income year on year. You could do this by renegotiating your contract, looking for a new employer, building more skills, changing roles, or generating money outside of your job. Number 2. Increasing your wealth. It's important to use your income to increase your wealth. That way you won't be living paycheck to paycheck. The compounding effect of increasing your net worth year on year is huge, and you'll be so thankful 10 years down the line that you took this step. In order to do this, you need to focus on saving and investing rather than spending your money. This brings us on to point number 3, living below your means. Now, I don't mean that you have to eat one meal a day and sleep in your car. It's important to enjoy life, but don't spend your money on material possessions and overstretch your budget if you want to build wealth. Many of the most successful business people in the world consistently mention living below their means as a key step to success. Number 4. Building multiple income sources. We've learned from the pandemic that relying on your job can be extremely risky, as your employer can choose to let you go in the blink of an eye. It's important to build multiple streams of income to allow you to meet your expenses if you lose your job. You could find ways to monetize your hobbies and passions, or you could learn new skills and provide value to customers in exchange for money. You never know, one of these hobbies or skills might even turn into your full-time income. Number 5. Starting to earn passive income. Even if you have multiple sources of income, you'll never be financially free if you have to turn up and work every day in order to generate this money. If you want to be truly financially free, you need to be able to support yourself without working. This is where passive income comes in. One of the easiest forms of passive income to start building is dividend income. You can even invest in dividend index funds to reduce your risk, and you'll start earning money passively from your investment. Other methods include finding ways to automate your business, such as hiring employees and managers, or generating income from the sale of digital assets or via affiliate marketing. This could be a whole video in itself, so stay tuned for that. Number 6. Reducing bad debt. If you have outstanding loans on poor terms or high interest rates, try to address these before you start saving or investing. Remember, you can't out-invest a bad loan. Number 7. Setting up tax-advantaged accounts. In the US, this could be an IRA, or in the UK, it could be an ISA. The biggest killer of your investment returns or profit, besides poor risk management and trying to time the market, is the tax bill at the end when you come to sell. If you can invest via tax-free accounts, then your investment returns won't be subject to income tax or capital gains tax, leaving all the money in your pocket. This is crucial when it comes to investing for the future and securing your personal finances. Number 8. Dollar cost averaging into your investments. Whatever investments you choose to make, dollar cost averaging is a really useful tool which helps to mitigate the effects of poor timing. Dollar cost averaging is investing the same amount on a regular basis, usually every month, over a long period of time. This helps to ensure your returns aren't negatively affected by buying at the wrong time. Number 9. Building an emergency fund. An emergency fund is a separate savings account which you have instant access to in case of emergency. Most people recommend saving at least 3 to 6 months worth of expenses and keeping it in an easy access high yield savings account. This is crucial if you come into financial difficulties such as losing your job unexpectedly or having medical bills or other serious unexpected expenses to pay for. Now, if you can review your personal finances and start implementing everything you've learned in this video, you'll be putting yourself on the right track to taking control of your spending, increasing your net worth, and becoming financially free in the future. Remember that this is a long game and you shouldn't take big risks with your money. If you enjoyed this content and want to see more in the future, please consider subscribing to the channel.